What's up, CRC? So right now, it is a Thursday as I record this, and I'm actually walking around our church, praying for y'all and thinking about kind of who we are as a congregation and what the Lord may want us to do. And I hope you can hear me because I don't have my AirPods in. But two things burning in my soul as I walk around the church. I mean, as I talk to the Lord, it's obvious in my soul, at least, that we're on the right track. I have recently come into some knowledge that our place in the city, is God sent, and how different we actually are, which is in many ways a good thing. Not always the easiest thing, but a good thing. And I'm very encouraged by that, very encouraged to know what God has done and is doing, even with the name Calvary Reformation Church in the city of Chesapeake and in our area. But I can tell you, there are a couple things burning in my soul. One, see this space right there? Right there behind the building, right there? Or way down there? I'm wondering, praying, I've been thinking about it for years, should we add on somehow to the church? Can y'all see a fellowship hall for repasses and wedding receptions? Can y'all see, 2, 3, 4 classrooms for mentoring, for co-op, for, I don't know, a gym, aerobics class, I don't know, to be able to add breakout sessions to a conference right here on our property? Can y'all see any of that? And so that's the first thing, either right beside our building or maybe at the far end of the parking lot. And if so, if God is speaking to us that maybe it's time to start thinking real hard about this again, given our health and kind of relative health and where we are as a church, then I don't know, Lord, can you go ahead and tap Elon Musk on the shoulder, send us about a quick $1 million right quick, tell them there's this church in Chesapeake trying to raise up families and fathers and children, and the women are happy and the men are serious and the word is preached. And because I have to tell you that probably my greatest weakness is raising money. I just am not great at it. So either we'd have to do something as a congregation where we start giving towards this project and we'll work on some numbers for you, or God's going to raise up a benefactor or two or 3 or 4 or 5 and we'll get it in big chunks. I don't know another way. So that's the first thing burning in my soul, and I don't have all the answers, so this video as I walk is just to ask you to pray with me. Number 2, something I call Reformation churches. I really do think, again, I've come into some knowledge recently about just our standing and our place, and it's given me renewed confidence to think that perhaps the Lord may use us to encourage pastors and churches. And so, the possibility of a network of churches called Reformation churches, where we're encouraging men to hold to the word, to raise up families and fathers, to not have their church filled with a bunch of woke foolishness, to preach holiness, to preach the power of God, to do it without a lot of gimmicks and trickery, and some of our other distinctives to consider, bringing your children in and what it means to disciple them and the importance of education and male polity and things like that. So I really think there's a need for something like that. And, if it was out there, I'd already have joined it. From a non-denominational perspective, I would have already been in it, part of it, but I just don't see it. And I'm wondering, since I don't see it, maybe we're it. So I guess the purpose of this email is to let you know that you're loved, that you're being prayed for by myself, by all the pastors and elders, but to also put these 2 big giant rocks in front of you and ask for your prayerful help. Lord, what is your will concerning a possible addition in the years ahead? Will you open up the windows of heaven through our saints or through benefactors or through some combination of both? Because I really don't want to borrow money still. And two, Lord, is there bandwidth and anointing to help other pastors, to perhaps even train and raise up other pastors, to give them courage that in 2024, you can still have a thriving church and hold to the Bible at the same time. So anyway, that was about one lap around our parking lot. I'm coming back to where I started with you. Like I said, don't have all the answers, but would love for y'all to join in with me here and seek God. And if he says no to both, bless his name. And if he says yes to both or one, bless his name. I just want to be obedient. Love you all much.